It's here again. Activision has found an entire new way to the game up. Millions of you little 12-year-olds pre-ordered the game 3 years ago with Jimothy, thinking that you would be able to play on release day. No, you can't play on release day. No, you can't. What's up, guys? It's CrashPower, and I have a complete tour of the new headquarters in Call of Duty World War II. Now, some of you may comment,
I've already seen it. Those assholes that got the game early have already put it on YouTube.
So I've included something extra for you. A supply drop glitch to get more supply drops and make them better. And for those of you that don't have the game yet or are still trying to make up your mind whether or not to buy it, I'll give you a brief overview of where everything is and what you don't want to miss out on, plus a small Easter egg. And finally, this year's Call of Duty is a bit different. There aren't perks, they're called divisions, and you'll have to make up your mind at the beginning which you want to start with. All that and more in this video. When you first come into headquarters, you have to watch some videos and pick one of 5 divisions. What they've done is they've kind of split the perks that you would normally get into 5 different divisions. The infantry division has a bayonet charge like Battlefield 1. Also, you get extra weapon attachments and you can move faster while aiming down the sights. But you have to progressively unlock each of those abilities in each of the divisions. The airborne division is for quick runners. They have an SMG that has a detachable suppressor. You can sprint for long. You can unlock things like sprint for longer distances and increase speed. The next division's armor. This class is best for defending objectives. It has an LMG with a bipod. You can also unlock things like being immune to tactical equipment and take less explosive damage. Then you have the mountain division. These are snipers. This is the class that has Ghost and Blind Eye. They're always invisible to spy planes and player-controlled score streaks, and you can ultimately unlock the Dead Silence perk, where you make no noise when you move. And finally, you have that Expeditionary Force. Shotguns with incendiary rounds. And later you can unlock the ability to have lethal and tactical grenades. And you can throw equipment faster and farther. And then finally, you have a scavenger perk. I'm going to select the mountain division because I haven't tried it yet. Normally, I would want the airborne because I want to run around, but I want Ghost and Dead Silence first, or try to work on it first. Now, to be clear, these attributes that I've told you about for each of the divisions have to be unlocked in tiers by getting experience in playing and unlocking it by ranking up. However, no matter which division you pick, you can play with any weapon in your arsenal. Snipers aren't limited to sniper rifles. They can have any weapon you want, or any weapon you have unlocked. Once you've selected your division, you'll be prompted to customize your soldier. There are all kinds of things you can set up, including these little gestures, just like Black Ops 3. When you first start, it'll tell you to do 3 things. It's up at the upper left-hand corner. First, we're going to go to Major Howard. Here you can get orders for pretty good rewards like XP, armory credits, supply drops, and rare supply drops. The harder the challenge, the better the reward, and there's no time limit on these. Next, we have to pick up payroll from the mail station. It's located over here. Command will pay your wages and armory credits, which you can use to equip yourself with the best gear available. You can come back here every 4 hours and get more money. Every so often, you get rewards and special items and messages in your inbox. Finally, we need to go to the Quartermaster, which is a one-stop shop for gear, weapons, and other types of loot. You'll see contracts and collectibles in here. Contracts are purchasable, time-sensitive challenges that you find higher quality rewards. After you play a match, it'll come back and tell you, enter the score streak training through the tower at the beach. That's down here. And you can basically practice with any score streak in the game. All you want. There, over here, you'll also find classic Activision games. This is really cool. Over here you'll find the gunsmith. You can use this to get rewards for prestiging weapons and paint shop. You can even upload paint jobs for your weapons. And this is really fun. It's a 1v1 challenge. 3 kills wins. When you start the game, you have 3 different weapon options. They change every game, and each of you pick which one you don't want allowed. And the one that neither one picks is the weapon that you have. And whoever wins ends up here on this pedestal, and you can challenge again. You don't even have to stay around to wait to play. You can put yourself in the queue and go do whatever. One fun way to increase your social score is by challenging people to a shootout. Go up to them, hold square, and then select challenge shootout. They can either accept or deny or just completely ignore you. Also, it'll tell you they're busy if they're not there. And if you look there at the bottom, you see some watermelon on the screen. That's one of the Easter eggs I'm going to show you here in just a moment. But if they accept, basically it's a score. Down at the lower left hand you can see how we're doing. And this way you can build your social score and have fun. And now the supply drop glitch. All right, guys, look at this. This is my combat record. I've only played one game. I have not completed any contracts or any challenges. All right? But I have 21 supply drops and 1 rare supply drop. I did not get the game early. When it came out 2 hours late, I played zombies for a few hours and then accidentally stumbled on this in the headquarters. Plus, I'm already rank 15, even though I've only played one game, and my social level is at a 7. That's important, because the higher social level you have, the better chances of getting the best loot in the supply drops.
Heroic!
That is the Crusader 2. It's the heroic version of the sawed-off shotgun. This is the rarest you can get in the game. And look at it. Isn't that beautiful? A lot better than the epic variants that seem to be all rusty and crappy. Now, I don't have the shotgun unlocked yet, but the way you can equip any weapon is by going to a custom match and then equip your soldier with the weapon you want and then put the camo on it, then hit go to firing range. This was all recorded the day the game came out, just later in the day when we could get in the social lobby. And I started noticing when I'm sitting here, I would get promotions for social rank and actually promotions, you know, for my regular rank, whatever you call it, just by sitting in the proximity of these things. You could stand to be next to it, and I did at first. I noticed that I would start going around challenging people to shootouts and doing other things, and I got 11 supply drops out of nowhere. But then I thought, what if I could just sit in a certain area and have people, you know, come to me? I would also get supply drops when people got epic loot if I was in the proximity every so often. It's time-based, I believe, just like in Advanced Warfare. But then I thought, all right, if I could find just the right spot where players would automatically throw it at me, I put my controller down, left the house, and went to town to do some chores. And I ranked up more and more, and I wasn't even at the controller. So this is not like Advanced Warfare where you could just, you know, get killed first, allegedly, and then get a supply drop, which isn't true. This is an actual way when you're not playing. You just leave your controller there and get more stuff and rank up and increase your social score. Hold on to those supply drops and wait till you have a higher social score before you open them. So you don't even have to be right next to them. This is the spot. People just come in and throw their supply drops down in this general area a lot. I would sit in different spots, and sometimes they don't throw them near you, but as long as they do, you can just leave your controller and go do whatever. You can go to bed. You can come back and play with all kinds of new supply drops and new rank and stuff that you did for nothing. Just sitting there, being online in the social area, which is what they want. But most importantly, don't open your supply drops until you have a higher social rank. Now, this isn't a typical glitch like you could do in the game, but you have to think about it. When you're not playing the game, whenever you're away from the game, you can still earn supply drops by doing nothing. Heroic! I definitely think this is a valuable glitch, and you should try it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright, here's one part of a 3-part Easter egg. Finding a football on the map. Go over here to the right, and then hop up on this little pedestal. Aim right at the corner of this platform, then sprint jump up here, and you'll get a football that you can throw around. You can play catch with other players. You can throw it at a wall. But if you throw it out of bounds, then you don't have it anymore. Alright, the watermelon glitch, you just simply need to shoot a couple of targets. First, you shoot these 6 in front. And when you do, you're going to notice these targets pop out here on the right. Now, I don't know why I waste time shooting this target. Then you'll shoot these targets right here. And I screw up somehow and get distracted. Also, if you miss a target, you can just shoot this diamond right here and it'll reset the targets. But when you shoot the ones on the right, you'll notice these 2 torso targets pop up. Shoot both of them, and you get the watermelon. If this is your first time here, I'd love for you to subscribe. Drop a like if you appreciate this video. If you don't, drop a like anyway or kick you in the nuts. Thanks for watching.